Hi, and I'm Dave Colvin, and welcome back to A Songwriter's Journey. Episode 8, today's episode, is to talk about my recent Songwriters round at the Listening Room, Sunday, March 6th. It was a great success. We had a big turnout and had a lot of fun. Joining me that day were Brandon Maddox, a great young songwriter and up-and-coming artist in his own right, and Jamie Natir. I mispronounced his name. I apologize, Jamie. And he's a young songwriter from Southern Illinois, and he was still here in town and graciously did the round with me. We were supposed to have Heather Michelle Cohen, and she was not feeling well that night, so maybe next time we'll get to have Heather join us on the round. First off, I usually play my ovation, my steel string ovation, and we noticed last time in January when I played that the A string, the 5th string, was not being picked up. I've got to get this fixed. If anybody out there knows why just the 1 string would not be picked up and be amplified, please leave a comment here on YouTube, and maybe it'll give me some insight as to how to best approach getting this fixed. But in the meantime, I played my Black Ibanez back here, and it did just fine. It was great. Had a lot of fun playing it. It's light guitar. It's not very heavy at all. But like I said, I started out with a song that I co-wrote with Rob Wolf. I talked about that in the previous episode 6, co-writing, and this time around, the song This Time Around, and got a lot of applause with that one. It came out really good. I did the second one I did was How's Your Heart Today? The one I wrote for inspired by Keith Urban and when he was on Oprah. So that I used that I co-wrote the song with Keith Urban and Oprah, and it still gets a laugh. I'll keep using that line until it doesn't get a laugh any longer. So that's show business. Then I did a song I hadn't done in 20 years called I Could Not Have Imagined You, a song I wrote about my wife Debbie, and back when we lived in California, and we were living the dream out there, and back when times were good before the earthquake. And it was good and a lot of people liked that. I got a lot of feedback afterwards about that song. Again, I did You Were in San Antone. I love singing that song. It's so different than anything else I've ever written. And I finished with what I call my signature song. It's a song that you hear every time before the opening song in each of these episodes, called Your Way Home. The song I wrote about an episode of the Waltons where John Boy left Walton's Mountain, and Grandpa said, "Don't forget your way home, son." And I wrote, that was from 1977, and I wrote it. And it's an up-tempo song, and everybody loves it. And it got a good got some good feedback on that one too. And that's the point I want to make about this discussion is playing out at these writers' rounds is about the best way you can do to get feedback on the songs. I mean, it's immediate. Either you hear the applause or you don't hear the applause. Or then afterwards you mingle around and thank everybody for coming and all that. And they'll tell you which was their favorites, and I was surprised and pleasantly surprised that they liked Your Way Home and I Could Not Have Imagined You, the 2 oldest songs I did that night. I'm sure they liked the other ones too, and they got very good applause as well. But it was so interesting to me to get that feedback, and so I encourage you to play out if you get the opportunity to. And we've got another one coming up. I will announce that date soon. I'm trying to finalize the roster of who's going to be playing on the round with me, and we'll let you know that as soon as possible. I'm going to put a link here of the videos. We have 1 song each of all 3 of our players, and then all of my songs. My son-in-law took video of that, and so I've got a playlist that I'll put up here, and you can click on that and go actually see the show and get a feel for what a great time we had that night. So that's all for this time. I'm Dave Colvin. Thanks for coming by again on A Songwriter's Journey, and we'll see you next time. Bye now.